What's going
Hey,
on? Peace, peace, peace.
hey,
Eternal
bless,
risings.
bless.
How are we feeling?
Good, man. Oh, let me get this
Let me
topic.
see if I can turn this up. I think because your headphones on, I can barely hear you. Let me see.
Can you hear me good?
Okay, I can hear you now. I hear you now.
All right.
Peace, peace, peace. You want to go ahead and pin the topic?
Yeah. Here we go. We got it. Ah, it's
Eternal
so,
rises,
so,
everyone. Hope everyone is feeling amazing. Honored to be a guest
man,
on
I'm
my
on.
brothers on my light workers page, based implants.
Hey, man.
And I never, the way your name is spelled, because we never spoke.
Yeah.
I never knew how to pronounce your name, so I didn't want to mess it up. So I'll let you
Hey,
introduce your
you call
name.
me Jesus. You
Huh?
call me G. You call me Jeezy.
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 Yeah.
I like
Yeah.
it. I like the vibration. And for
Man.
everyone that's tuning in that don't know, I am Golden Goku Aries Ryu. Um, my
Hey,
Instagram is one
I,
that.
I'm Gohan. So you go. Man.
You say what now?
I said I feel like I'm Gohan, and you go by
Yes,
Goku.
yes, please do. That's what it is. That's what these names and vibration and shows are here to show us is to
Yeah.
empower us from inside out. After all, the show wasn't made without the consciousness that was delivered from the human mind. And so it was designed to give us that inner flame, that inner fire to protect life and to rise up and to unify each other. So yes,
Yes, sir.
that's yeah, definitely. If you was wise, you would go ahead and change your name to Gohan and empower. If it empowers you like that, that'll be a good nickname for
Woo!
you.
I gotta ease into it.
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
Yeah. Now the reason I reached out to you, man, is because honestly, I'm at a place where I'm afraid, like I'm scared to have kids right now. Like because of how much I'm learning about the truth, about what's happening, right? And I want to arm myself with the truth about nature, and I want to arm myself with the solutions, and so I can walk in strength and not be afraid to start a family and to think to be able to raise a kid using the tools that we have out here, you know.
Yes, and I mean, and for very good reasons. I mean, when mass consciousness, when we are in a reality that we're in a current sick state, where we're not fully nourishing ourselves emotionally, physically, spiritually, um, then it is, I didn't, have the chance of my first child to, when I was younger,
Yeah.
having the consciousness where I was at then. But where you at now, if you haven't had any children, it's very wise to, take your time and do choose a good vessel, a good womb, because that's what it is that, with the understanding that we have now, this shift.
Yeah.
It's like don't heal for 2 weeks with me because you see I'm healthy and you want to try it 2 weeks. Like no, commit to your lifestyle for yourself because you see me doing it, and that with or without me, you want to continue this, and that's what's going to get you with me. You see, and so yeah, take your time, choose the right one. You don't want to be fearful. You want to race the fear, and take the look at it as being brave. You're taking a brave step by taking your time because there's
Yeah.
a lot of fish out there just to grab one. So
Yeah.
don't look at it as fear. Look at it as courage, as bravery. You're taking a brave step by saying, you know what? I just won't take any woman. I want one that is honorable. See?
Yeah. Yeah. And I recently did like this whole hour talk all about vaccines, all about what they're doing to the kids right when they get born. And so a lot of people are raising questions like, okay, if I don't get a vaccine, what do I do? Because apparently kids get sick and die if they don't get injected. And I'm just like, that can't just be like that. What so I wanted to know, like, what do they do out in the tribes? What do they what
And
do
see,
what
the
kind
thing with things like that is that when we say that, it's like, okay, well, kids are going to die. They don't get the injection. So we're going to attack that first. It's, well, kids they're dying from diseases with or without injections before they get the injections, after the injections, right after birth, weeks after birth, a year after birth. So, we don't want to try to get in the process of getting in the way in the cycle of what belongs in this reality and what does not. And that's one thing we have to release, that one fear right there. Well, it doesn't, you see, they don't belong to you anyway. You don't belong to you. Your body's going back to the earth. The breath, inhale and exhale, it comes in and out. Your liquids you drink come in and out. The food you eat comes in. Nothing belongs to you anyway. And so it's releasing this possession of mind in the first place and thinking more about life. See, the problem is that we're already trying to create and envision a death. Okay, if I don't vaccine, if I do this, death. If we eat this, if we change this, I might get sick. You're chanting these mantras and affirmations. And so we look at affirmations and we only see them in, we only want to see the positive affirmations and be like, oh, these are great, and let's recite these. But we forget the negative affirmations we tell ourselves and we tell our children and we tell about our children. Oh, this is going to happen, or that is going to happen. And you say that again today, and you say it again tomorrow, and you say it again today. You see, so you're repeating a cycle of mantra, a cycle of vibration, a cycle of word that goes through your body and is released through the tunes. Remember that this is an inner thing and that you have many organs. And so, depending on where you're resonating, is it in the heart, is it in the womb, is it in the mind, it's going to depend on how it's going to affect your life. And so, we want to get away from that thought first. And then next realize is that you are going to never, you either saying that your creator or creation created this reality broken or not. So if it's not broken, that means that when children come in, just like the other 7 billion species that deliver their children on the same earth, that breathe the same air, that drink water that we claim is dirtier, that breathe air that we claim is dirtier, they eat straight from the food without rinsing it off, they don't take any shots.
Yeah.
They live out here with these parasites and these mosquitoes that we say are killing everybody. They get bit by these same, you see. And so the reason why we feel this way is because we're disconnected from the source, and we're disconnected from this circle of life that we live in, which causes these disconnecting, disharmonic thoughts, you see. And so to give the solution, solution is right on, you see, if you honor and you trust your creator, then you know that your solution is right in your breast milk. The breast milk of a woman is the living ocean, the living life force that is designed to stay pure and stay as pure. Like, it's going to be the purest part of any human body in that state of pregnancy. You see, and that in that state, that whatever's wrong with your baby, you got to understand that the breast milk is a blueprint, you see, and it's fingerprinted, just like your urine. You see, the baby also, the amniotic fluid is urine. So the baby has been, swimming in the mother's urine, you see, the whole time. And then, eating from the mother's purest essence, taking the purest vital bioavailable nutrients and giving it to the baby. And then when the baby comes out, the breast milk is designed to heal the baby of whatever's wrong with it, because this is what happens. See, during this 9 months of organized cell organization, which is self-organization, during this 9 months in the womb, where the baby is sitting in the womb and growing and nourishing, the body is also getting codes and signal about what is potentially wrong with the baby, and it's creating milk. You see, it's creating a potion. You see, we got to realize that our body is a temple. Right there, bro. You see, we got to realize that our body is a temple, and that in this temple you have holy water and you have a potion. And so the woman has a potion for her baby and whatever's wrong with it when it comes out. And this is why when a baby come out, the first thing you want to give them is the breast milk. You see, but see, it's the first thing we do is plug a bottle in. For the most of humanity, the first thing we're doing is we're plugging a bottle right in their mouth. And when they're not getting the DNA, the codes to heal from their situation. You see, most babies who are on the breast do not, and only on the breast, and then start consuming natural foods afterwards. Whatever problems they may have had, they would have not even known, because they didn't get a chance to manifest themselves. Yeah. You see, they get a chance to manifest themselves when they first come out. You plug them with shots, you give them a bottle. Now manifest, there it is, boom.
There
You
it is.
see, so it's like it's almost like these doctors and these, not the doctors that mean well, because we have some doctors that have grown in consciousness and are changing their acts. But as far as the mass consciousness of these doctors is that they understand that by plugging them with an injection and by giving them this milk, it's going to make the disease come out, which then lets them give them the medicine for the disease. You see,
Yeah.
they know that they don't know they don't know what's wrong with your baby. They don't know what's wrong with you. They ask you, so they don't know what's wrong. So these injections and these shots help show what's wrong. They put the shot in you, and then it plugs up. Oh, there it is. Okay, so this is what it is. So now you
Yeah,
need this.
yeah.
You
It's
see?
reverse engineered
So
disease.
it's a chess move to see what the next move should be. So we got to start. We got to understand that. Unfortunately, you are in the game of life, and if you don't know how to play, then people are going to play you. You see that life is a game, and that you can get in life and be like, can you run? And you be like, well, I don't know, can I run? Like, they're going to enter you. Like, you going to run with me? Can you run? Like, so you're going to enter life. How fast are you? Faster than me? It's like, I don't know. So, and then if you're not the fastest, but you can run real fast, and everybody else think you're the fastest, like you the fastest I've ever seen, they're going to log you in the race. You've logged in. Like you
Yeah.
fast, you should be running track. You can play ball, like you the tallest, you can dunk, you playing around. They're gonna log you into the company. Like you're here in life. We see you. You can't hide. You were tall. We see you playing basketball. You can't hide from life. We see you can draw. Like you should be drawing for people. Like we see you got art. What are you doing? So you can't hide your talent. You logged in life. You can't hide your talents, and you are here to show that you are here to show the stars who you are.
Yeah, man. All right, so here's this other thing. Like I saw this picture. I saw this picture that made me realize like that there's other ways
I
to
wonder how do I let people know from my page. Excuse me, I didn't mean to interrupt. I
no,
wonder how to let people know from my page I'm actually live. I think some people know. I guess it
go for it.
shows. They'll catch it when I'm off.
Yeah, go for it. But I saw this picture of a tribe, and they had a baby, and the baby was in a bowl filled with leaves, and there was like tea leaves all over the baby's body, covered. You could just see the eyes, right? And then the meme, it was just like, "This is natural immunity right here," And I was
Yes,
just,
yes,
we didn't even
and
realize like the tea and the leaves, you know?
yes, and and that's what it is that we don't even realize that what we're doing is we're imitating a river. You see, this is what a river is. When you put a tub of water with a whole bunch of different herbs, unknown herbs in it, it's a river. Trees and leaves and different things
It's
fall into
nature.
the river, and they sit there and soak all day, all night in the sun. You see, and so what
Yeah,
you're doing is people who are not in a natural mindset and we're trying to reflect as much nature as we can in an indoor environment, and that's what you do. Is if you take the tub, then you create a river. See, this makes it simple when you put it in that mindset. Take the tub and
yeah.
create a river. You see? Put you some high vibrational stones in there. Put you a little sea salt in there. Put you a little,
That's so
put you some
simple, man.
different
I was like,
herbs and
what's the
flowers in there. Put
formula?
you some strawberries in there. You see, because all it does is that the water is a reflector and an absorber of these minerals, and it's going to take these vital essences and it's just going to magnify and enhance the liquid so that the body can absorb it through the portals, through the pores of your skin.
Man, dude, hey, tell me about like how you
The
take care of
golden
your. I
teacher.
see you feeding your kid the avocado. I mean, it's just. I mean, what's it
Yes,
like out
yes,
there,
yes.
man? With your
Yes,
kid.
because what it is that one thing we love about the avocado is that for young kids they have a lot of energy, and and if they're not full, you will never be able to sit them down. So you have to make sure that they have something dense and can be that's not going to give them too much hard. That's not going to give them too much problem digestion and
Hmm.
absorbing and assimilating. And so the avocado, bananas, papaya, these types of
Yeah,
fruit that have a lot more density helps fill them and sit them down just a little bit, you see, and help
yeah,
them with their nap as well so they can get into their meditation and their growth.
man, that's cool, man.
And
I love it.
also with avocados being green, our ancestors knew food by vibration before we had all these sciences and technologies. They knew food by color codes and vibration. We understood that the green resonated in the heart, you see. And so we know that it's good for respiration. We know that it has a lot of iron and chlorophyll, and that chlorophyll is what we would call edible sunlight for beings on planet Earth, right? And so this is why when we walk in nature, we see everything is green, and that brown is also a good reflector and almost the opposite of green. And just not too many far shades away from green.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Hey, man. So the big aha that you said earlier, man. That like made something click. is about the breast milk. So you could put it like this, like the breast milk of a fully aligned woman who has cleaned her body and put in the time to heal herself, heal her body, mind, and spirit. Her breast milk is different than just some woman off the street who's been eating fast food and all that. It's breast milk, right? So that gives us empowerment. Like the mother can do more to help immunize that kid by living in alignment with nature, and this would make her potion, right, more powerful, wouldn't you say?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, we gotta also, it's because we don't see with our energetic eyes. We don't see with our soul eyes anymore. We only see with the glasses that were given to us from society. You see, and some of us have invisible glasses, you see, to help us see what they want us to see instead of what the soul eyes want us to see. When we see with our spiritual eyes, when we see with our soul eyes, we see that a woman who is pregnant has another soul, a whole nother being of atoms, cells, and bones growing and nourishing, which means that if you are a woman who is pregnant and you have a baby who is in the state of growth and in their highest state of growth, you are now a part of this growth. You see, you're a part of this emotion, you're a part of this spirit, you're a part of this body growing within you. You see, and the more you become aware of that, you can enhance your own mental, emotional, physical stability and enhance your own growth. You see, because this is a whole nother heart within you. This is a whole nother mind. You see, a whole nother heartbeat, a whole nother body, a whole nother soul, a whole nother energy, self-organizing itself that doesn't need a calculator or a computer, that doesn't need a book to tell it how to grow its bones, on how to expand its heart, on how to to build the brain. It's working day in and day out to become a life form that you see before us now, the living forms that we see before us now.
Yeah.
And so she's definitely powered up. And she's having twins or triplets. You see. So when we see with our energetic eyes, we understand that this is so much energy in a pregnant woman, and society they possess and they harness the energy of pregnant women.
Yeah.
This is why, by putting a building full of pregnant women together, you see, and telling people to donate and giving them this, you see, you're now controlling these minds, these bodies who are now, we're talking about for each woman could possibly have 1 to 2 babies within her. So we're now doubling how many people are in there, doubling how many minds, doubling how many souls, and since you are electromagnetic, all these hearts and all these minds and all these bodies are magnetically attracting itself. And since the baby wants to live, that energy to want to live is drawn in more. It's drawn in more from the world. So they're possessing it. See, we don't understand the energetic world and how society is using this, you see, because this baby is like a gravity magnet, and it's pulling everything. It wants to live. So it's whatever mommy needs to live. Who gives a fuck? Let's get it. And so when you have this many women, and this is what happens.
Yeah, I feel it. And so one point I think is that, like, where we're at, in California, women are not standing in their power. Like, as a pregnant woman, you're like a god. You're about to create life. You're creating life, and you're loyal to the hospital. And you feel like all of your power is in the hands of the doctor, and it's disempowering. And what is that doing to the baby? Rather than knowing that you're divine, knowing that you're participating in this in this sacred process of life creation, I think that if women stand in their power, mentally, emotionally, I think that would help the health of the
baby. It's really hard and you're correct. It's really hard for women to, it's only as hard as you make it, but it's hard for women to stand in their power until they're able to fully grasp what it means to change your mind and change your lifestyle, understanding that you cannot change your reality without changing the things that you are doing every day. To change your mind means to change the actions behind which that mind is projecting, because those thoughts turn into actions. And so, a cheat code to changing your life is to change your fucking actions, because if you change your actions, your thought had to change, because you couldn't do the action without, you see. So, when we have realizing who we are, which means that, being that we are guys, I'm not going to lie to people who realize, being that we are guys, and God is the infinite potential of creation, meaning that potential without beginning and without end, that you can give away that potential as God. And most women have given away their infinite potential, you see. And when you give that potential away, the doctor does have the power. Like you don't even know what's like you see, you don't even know what's wrong with yourself, your own body. It's like you've given your power away. And now the doctor doesn't know. So both of y'all clues, and now the power is just you see. And so
Yeah.
there's you gotta realize who we are and our infinite eternal potential to grow and expand without beginning, without end, and that you are never gonna do better than life, because life is always in the moment doing better than itself, because life is all minds, all bodies, all hearts, is one expression. So everything that you could possibly gather, everything that everybody has already gathered that could possibly, it's already been coded and it's already been sent to the cell, because you are a cell. All you gotta do is get out the cell's way. You see,
Yeah.
your body is a tower, and it can connect with whatever signal you need to heal. This is how people get on this page. It's like, okay, whatever, and you logging in and you find somebody's page. It's like, how did I find you? Because once you are a cell, it's going to magnetically attract you to the tower that you need to get to where you need to go based on what you want in your life. So you see, people who don't want nothing about holistic health would never be looking for it. You see, they're magnetically attracting, they're giving away their power.
They're basically attracting that diagnosis or that or that health problem.
Exactly. You are the living magnet. We are electromagnetic beings, meaning that you operate off electricity and magnetism and light. You see? So the only way to change anything in your life, and if you want to heal, is that you need more electricity, more magnetism, and more light, which means more being magnified by your environment and by people that surround you that love you. Electrifying yourself and magnified by your food. All your food should be magnetic. You see, that's what iron is, a magnetic mineral. And so when you're eating liquid iron, which is what plants do, you're getting magnetism, you see. So, and then, your light force, you get this from the ocean, you get this from your breath, you get this from the sun, you see, because there's nothing you can see that is not light, you see. So you want to get, and making sure it's bioavailable, meaning that everything is light because you can't see it. But we want to be bioavailable, meaning that living light force that possesses a magnetic field, that possesses an energetic field, you see, of consciousness, that can help you and give your cells more consciousness to heal.
I love it. Hey, I love it, man. That makes me feel a lot better. It makes me feel like I have a lot more control over what happens to a future kid that I eventually have. A lot more empowering. Like I thought I was gonna have to come up with like a secret recipe of herbs that I'm gonna rub on the baby.
This video is you showing off your power, finding yourself, You see, all you did was see if you can go deeper with me. All you did was see. Right now, you're inside your own body. You see, because you are the creation, existing, expressing as itself. You are the creator, existing as the creation, and so you are logged into your own body, and you have like a cell in your body looking for iron, right? So you got it's like, let's say that your heart needs more iron and this cell has to find iron. So basically on the outside of yourself, you're in your own body and you're trying to find more information. The iron is information to the body. So all you did was you logged in and you found another cell called Goku who has the information that you need, you see?
Yeah.
And the information was delivered to your cell from inside your own body. See, this is what people don't understand about how you heal yourself. Like this is what it means to be your own master teacher. Like, yes, you are, but it means also that, inside your own body there and on what seems to be the outside, you have manifested different vibrational beings which can raise your consciousness or lower it, just like anything else in nature. And you got to understand who is there to help raise your consciousness, help expand your heart, help build your temple, and help radiate your soul, and who is here to help dim your light and make you a more toxic being.
Yeah, I got you, man. I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that. Hey, I found out yesterday that you used to be a personal trainer, and that's what I do right now. So I was just wondering, like, how did you? What was your transition like? Like, how did you get from like helping people lose weight to being a high priest traveling?
Well, that's what it is that you see. It starts there. Once you start helping people, you see your body is a temple. So people are just not claiming who they are. You are a priest. You are a messenger. You see, you are a Messiah. Do you give messages to your clients that helps them? You see, do you give messages of light, you being a light being? Do you give light from your temple that expands people's hearts to make them grow? You see, this is your temple, and there's light within it. And if you're shining light and love from within this temple to help others grow, you see, so you're already starting that process. Most people that are, motivational speakers, trainers, singers, all these people are also what I would consider pastors, saints, and priests and messengers, because that's what music is, a message, and people receive the message and they resonate with the message and they play the message and the affirmation over and over. They play the mantra over and over and over again.
Yeah, hey, I love it, bro. I love it. So breast milk, the power of mantra. Like we always repeating negative shit and fears, and we got to realize that that's building into something. So that's huge. I didn't realize I'm already setting up my own fears. Like what's gonna happen? What's gonna happen? You know. But man, thank you. I feel like I got some pieces, man, some gems in place that I need to get in place. You know?
Yeah, make sure you save this live too. This is actually a very good live. We need to share this. I wish,
Beautiful.
you know, the more, you know, as people start to find, you know, Goku Average Ryu page, we'll do more lives as you ask more questions. You know, develop more questions, because I like, as I see now, this is like maybe my second or third interview I did recently, is that these questions, beings like myself need questions because I'm here to respond to them. You see, I have a lot of answers for everything, but I just go around talking answers, right? I don't go around just speaking answers for no reason. You see,
I'm just letting you know what my fears. So that happens to be the perfect thing for you to answer, because you helping me too. So I'm gonna record this. I'm gonna screen record the whole thing.